Chris Johnston becomes a two-time Bassmaster Angler of the Year.
All right, just wrap things up at Crosse, Wisconsin. It was stop number 9 of the Elite Series, and what a year it's been. I didn't crack a top 10 all year. I was just consistent, trying to cash checks all year, and these last 3 days are probably some of the most stressful days of fishing I've ever had. I was on my way back to weigh and had 20 minutes to fish. I pull into a spot, I had 1 bite in practice, hadn't fished it all tournament. First cast, I hook one. It's probably the biggest fish I've ever hooked on the Mississippi River, and it's coming to the boat, and I'm gonna go with maybe a 5 and a bit, and it comes off. And I thought to myself, oh no, I just blew it. The angler of the year, that was the fish. So I luckily didn't give up. I didn't catch any more there. I raced back to check in, and I had about 3 minutes to fish. And I just pulled up to a seawall, took a vibrating jig, ran it down the seawall. I caught one probably 2 1/4, almost 2 1/2. I didn't even have time to weigh it. I threw it in my well, found my smallest fish, and ended up culling me just over ½ a pound. And that fish right there might have given me enough weight to win Angler of the Year. All year though, things have just been going right. When it's meant to be, it's meant to be. The first term of the year, I had an okay bag, and I needed another big fish. 10 minutes left before weigh-in, I catch an 8 1/2 on Palatka. And then another instance on Lake St. Clair, I had 7 minutes before I had to get to check-in. I catch one that's 5'2", my biggest smallmouth all week. That ties me for Angler of the Year. So just when it's meant to be, it's meant to be, but holy smokes, today was stressful, and I'm glad to finally get this trophy, and now I can sleep well tonight. All week, I ran this Ranger all over the Mississippi River. I went to pool 7 one day, the tournament. I went to the bottom end of pool 8, and it's been a super dependable boat for me, not just here, all year. I need to be able to trust my equipment to get me back to weigh-in every day, and that's been a key for me all year. I've been in some big water, I've been in shallow ponds, I was in a swamp today. I could use a power wash, but every time I could rely on that Ranger getting me back to weigh-in.
The second year in a row, Chris Johnston is your progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year. Back-to-back domination, and Chris Johnston rules the seasons.